next thing I'm going to do is put on the rocker assembly. So I'm going to take off my little pieces of tape that I used to number the cylinder head bolts so I could torque them in the right order. We'll get that tape off of there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is take the bolt, put it in the hole and torque it down, and I'm going to use my assembly lubricant here, put it on the thread, put the stud in the hole and tighten it down. As you can see, I've already double nutted this stud, so I can just tighten it down using the top. Snug. There we go. Repeat that 6 times. I have the studs in there, and now we're going to put on the rocker arm assembly. But before we do that, we have to put the push rods in. If you saw any of the previous episodes, you saw how I had a box right here, and they're all numbered as to where they go. So number 1 is going to go there. 2, you know, these push rods have been in this box for 6 months because the block was at the machinist forever, and I'm very proud of myself for not losing them or having them fall out or get misplaced. It's number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll just check and make sure they're all in the lifters. How can I tell they're in the lifters? Because the oil that's in the lifters is like a suction, and I can feel the lifter coming up. So okay, those are in. Here's the rocker arm assembly. Obviously, it goes this way. So I was able to disassemble the rocker arm assembly while the engine was at the machine shop forever. And now we just have to lower this down. These are torqued to 25 pounds. I believe the book said 24 to 26, which, you know, to me is 25.
The push rod came out.
Okay.
Like number 6, 6, 7, right in the middle about. Right there. Next one. Other way. That one.
There we go. See how I knew that? Well, that was interesting. Not exactly sure why that happened. We'll have to go back and double check.
The next push rod looks a little funny. 1, 2, 3, 4 from this end.
Now I know why it what snapped. That's not in the thingy. Let's do this the other way. Wait, isn't that right? Much better. Okay, where were we? Okay, those are in. I have my torque wrench set to 25 pounds. Like I say, the book was 24 to 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally, 6. Yay. This is torque. I'm going to take my valve cover and put that on there to keep the dirt out. Yeah, this is not the valve cover that I'm going to use. I have a new one, but it's good enough to keep the dirt out. I'm going to put the water pump assembly on the front of the engine here. That's this, and what I did is I put a very thin coat of Permatex number 2 on the gasket just to hold it in place. And I'll put 2 of the bolts in and try to line this up without damaging the gasket. Maybe. You know, I'm gonna try something. Don't go away. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil in the hole there, because, you know, everything was boiled and I don't want those threads to go in too crossed or messed up. Well, I'm going smoothly. So let's try this again now, if I can. Oh, I know what the problem is. I don't have my glasses on. My spectacles are missing. Boy, this is going to turn out interesting, huh? Okay, we just put these in, tighten them down. Thermostat goes here, water pump goes here. These 3 in. Yeah, those they're going in a lot smoother now. Okay, let me snug these up real quick if I can. Oh, look, I found my spectacles. Yay. Okay, snug, snug, snugger. snugger, snuggest. There we go. That's on. Let's do the water pump. Okay, we'll put the water pump on here. I have my Permatex number 2. Again, a nice thin coat. Just enough, like I say, just enough to hold the gasket in place. I sanded both surfaces to get them as smooth as I could, and the gasket should be enough to seal, theoretically. This is just a little extra. And like I said, it does a nice job of holding the gasket in place. You notice that we're missing a stud. That's in the water pump. It came off with the water pump, and I don't think it's a big issue, so I'm not going to worry about taking it apart now. There's our gasket. Don't leak. And at least I know how the water pump goes in this attitude. Let's see. This must be a lot of fun when it's in the car, because it's a total joy right now. You're looking at the back of my head. Yeah, there's no hair there. Used to be. I think my first wife got the hair. Everybody got something. Okay, let's see if we get this nut on here. You know, I just built an MGTF XPAG engine, and I believe the pulley came off, and it was real easy to put these on. At least I think that's what it was. Maybe it was a different engine. I don't know, because you know I do this every day. No, I don't. Boy, it's hard to get in there. But there we go. Thought I had it. I thought I had it. There we go. And let's see about this one again. I think that one is there. They're 1/2 inch. We'll start with the long one here. See if that's going in. I can't tell if that's going down or not. I don't think it is. Now, I gotta push that. Oh wait, maybe it is. Yeah, it is, it caught. Yay! There's that one. You know, you're probably wondering, well, is that a new water pump? And of course, the answer is yes, because I did this engine, well, when I got the car, the engine was a mess. So I took this assembly off and had to clean it and clean out the water jacket, and had the car running and driving. It just didn't run very well, and it leaked oil, and it turns out that the head gasket was blown, and there was coolant going into the cylinders, and enough coolant was going in there to where it would keep the spark plug from igniting the fuel. So that fuel was going into the exhaust system and being very warm in there, because my brand new stainless steel exhaust system on the car is showing signs of intense heat. There you go, one water pump. Real quick while we're here, I think I have this stuff here. This is a thermostat. It's a 180 thermostat, and of course the gooseneck. And oh look, I even found the bolts. I'm just going to put these in hand tight. And you're right, I did not put a gasket on there because I think in the cabinet someplace around here, I bought a 160 thermostat, and I'm gonna put that in, and I'm just gonna put that on there to keep dirt out. There you go. That's on. One more step to go. Our next step is to put on the water pipe that goes from here, back here, here we go. And again, feeds the heater, etc., etc. Goes through the heater core, which is over in here someplace. But anyway, we're going to try to put that on, and you always want to make sure you put this on before you put your manifolds on. However, I am not going to put the manifolds on until the engine is in the car. Here's that pipe in place. It goes under this bolt right here, transmission bolt bracket. This is stainless steel, it's a new one. And now it goes into the back of the water pump flange. Now I put that on there, and as you can see, this is, focus, a pipe thread fitting. So I'm gonna get some pipe thread sealant and put it on there. Okay, I put some pipe thread sealant on the threads, and now we're going to try to put this in here. Hopefully. I think that is, I think that's that. I'm going to have to get a wrench here. Hold on. Okay, so I was looking for a wrench. This is a 13/16. I don't have a 13/16. So another name for a 13/16 is a crescent wrench. So we'll put that on here and see if that's lined up or cross-threaded. And it doesn't feel cross-threaded. It just feels snug. Oh, that would help. There, it's snugging up now. Okay, I'll have to snug this with two hands. We'll be back. Okay, there we go. There is our water pipe on. Underneath this bolt, which also holds the transmission, in the water pump flange with some sealant on the threads, and also you probably noticed there I put the starter on. I did not do a vignette on me putting on the starter, but I'll tell you, you put the starter there, you put two bolts in it and you tighten them down. Call it good. I did, however, jump the starter and have it spin the engine. So before I put this into the car, and we're getting pretty close now, I'm going to see if I can spin it fast enough to get a compression test before we put it in. Here's the car with no engine. Here is the engine. We're going to try to put that into there. And since I have no idea how this is going to play out, I'm just going to set up the camera and do this on time lapse. What my plan is I'm going to pick up the engine off the table, move the table out of the way, bring the car under the engine, and slip the engine in. How hard can this be, right? Okay, we'll see what happens. Go. The engine went in the car pretty darn slick, very smooth. So now we have to put all the peripherals on, all the cooling, the radiator, the electric fan, and the intake and exhaust manifolds. But I think I'm just going to call it a day for now. And 6 months later, the engine's back in the car. Okay, we'll put the manifolds on next time.